Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Joe Biden says there's only 10 years left for the planet, for real.
When I rejoined the Paris Climate Accord after we had been pulled out of it, the goal set when our last administration, the Obama-Biden administration, when that was set, they were set that we had more time. We don't have the time now. The goals are different because the necessity is there. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have much more than 10 years, for real.
With so little time left, Joe Biden promised to shut down fossil fuels.
But kiddo, I want you to just take a look, okay? You don't have to agree. But I want you to look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. Okay?
True to his word, during his first week in office, Joe Biden shut down oil and gas exploration on public lands. And he also shut down the Keystone Pipeline. The purpose of these actions was to reduce the oil supply and thus drive the price up. He's been very successful towards that goal. Crude oil prices are up 240% since the pretend election of 2020. But not to worry, Joe Biden says he's bringing gasoline prices down.
So gas prices in California, I have to look down at this. The number is so big I shouldn't even need my glasses. $4.67 for a gallon in California. That's more than it's ever been there. And you don't have to go to California for high gas prices. They're high around the country. What's the administration doing today to address that problem?
Yeah, I mean, John, the president is all over this.
As you can see, he's all over the problem with the oil prices skyrocketing. And something else that's up under Joe Biden is the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. On December 19th of last year, atmospheric CO2 levels hit a December record of 417.49 parts per million. Joe Biden has done absolutely nothing to slow the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Something else that's increased to record levels is coal usage by Biden's Chinese benefactors. This largely confirms what Donald Trump said 10 years ago. The concept of global warming was created by and for the Chinese in order to make U.S. manufacturing non-competitive. So once again, Biden has been extremely successful towards this goal. Joe Biden also promised to control a virus.
I would be prepared to do whatever it takes to save lives because we cannot get the country moving until we control the virus. That is the fundamental flaw of this administration's thinking to begin with. In order to keep the country running and moving and the economy growing and people employed, you have to fix the virus. You have to deal with the virus.
And since the alleged 2020 election, the number of active cases in the United States has increased by a factor of 10 to a record high. Almost 3/4 of the COVID-19 deaths have occurred since November 2nd, 2020. But on July 4th, Joe Biden announced that he had defeated the virus and brought the country together.
This year, the 4th of July is a day of special celebration, for we are emerging from the darkness of years, a year of pandemic and isolation, a year of pain, fear, and heartbreaking loss. Just think back to where this nation was a year ago. Think back to where you were a year ago, and think about how far we've come.
Well, apparently Americans are thinking because Joe Biden's strong approval rating is down to a record low 17%. But Joe Biden has a plan. He says that nobody making less than $400,000 is going to pay a penny in taxes.
The reason I'm bothering to do this is I keep hearing on the press Biden's going to raise your taxes. Anybody making less than $400,000 a year will not pay a single penny in taxes.
The most regressive tax of all is high energy prices, which Joe Biden intentionally created. They crush the poor and middle class in the middle of our very cold winter while having almost no impact on Joe Biden and his very rich friends. Toto has been pulling back the curtain on these international scamsters for the past 14 years. You can visit him, Kyrie, and Caesar on the web at realclimatescience.com.